Hello, and thank you for tuning in to your weekly dose of inspiration. My name is Michael Zimanji, and on the show today, it's all about tourism and the hospitality sector, both home and away. But before we get things started, here is what we have in store.
I've always wanted to be in business.
He left Kenya to join the British Army. Instead, ended up establishing a successful tours and travels business in the UK.
We have locals, we have international clients from Canada, from Australia, from the UK, from America.
Yes, Boniface Waweru shares his journey of what it takes to run a tour company abroad.
You cannot evade tax in UK.
On our back home segment,
The spa pool, the water pulls in any toxic in your body.
our healing experience at Lake Bogoria Spa Resort. Time now to start the show with Alex Chamwada.
It is a chilly day in Ilford, east of London. We are here to meet 38-year-old Boniface Waweru Karanja. Boniface is the founder and CEO of Django Dwellers Limited, a tours and travels company based right here in the UK. This is Waweru's 10th year in England.
I've lived in Barking before. I have lived in Kent. I have lived in Leytonstone. But my first place to live was in Colchester. It is outside London. So not so many Kenyans. And I had for that reason, I had to pull back myself to London, where our people are. I found myself here in London, basically chasing on greener pastures to join the British Army. Yeah.
You've been in the British Army before?
Unfortunately, the dream did not come true.
Oh, the dream didn't come true, okay.
I had that opportunity through my uncle who had helped somebody with a bank statement, and he told me there's an opportunity. So I applied. That was in 2009. That did not go through because they required 200,000. Not the British Army, but somebody to host me. They required 200,000, and I do understand why they need that money, because I'm here. It's very challenging, to keep up with the bills.
Boniface eventually got a family to host him, but on landing in London, he met an unexpected setback.
In the pipeline of applying, the rules changed, that you have to have been in the country for over 5 years. Back to drawing board.
Despite the setback, Boniface was lucky to be granted an extension visa and decided to put it to good use and make the most of his presence in the country. It was all about survival. This is how Boniface ended up in the tourism sector here in UK, a shift that wasn't too much of a risk for him given his background.
I went to Kenya Primary School. I went to Kirangare High School before joining Amboseli Institute of Hospitality and Technology, where I realized my passion for tourism, and I studied tourism and business studies. And from there, I have worked as an intern at Giraffe Center, where I learned a lot about tourism.
In addition, Boniface had worked at the David Shedrick Wildlife Trust Elephant Orphanage, Nairobi National Park, National Museum of Kenya, as well as a 2-year stint in Tanzania as the hotel manager of Panama Hotel from 2010 to 2012. All this added to his already impressive skill set in matters hospitality.
There I interacted with travel agents, I interacted with other hoteliers. I learned more about Tanzania tourism, and now connecting that with the Kenyan tourism, I gained a lot of knowledge in tourism industry, basically in East Africa.
Armed with all this experience, Boniface began the process of incorporating his travel company, and in 2019, Django Dwellers Limited was born.
Jungle Dwellers is a full-service tour operator registered in the UK with ground operations in Kenya. We have an office here in the UK, and we also have a sister office in Kenya. If you want to do safari or adventure, you have to be in the jungle. So, and for you to experience more, you have to dwell there. Not 1 day, 2 days, you can even be there for a month. So, Jungle Dwellers, hashtag the holiday gurus. We sell safaris, beach holidays to Kenya and Tanzania, and now we're also doing international flight tickets.
On average, about 100,000 Brits visit East Africa each year, with the peak season falling between July and October. This makes Waweru's position here quite ideal.
We have international clients from Canada, from Australia, from the UK, from America. And last month, but one, we had a group of 10 Asians. What makes us stand out from the other travel agents is our service delivery. We stick to our client from the day of inquiry to the day that they are back. We do welcome their feedback, positive or negative, and that's what have kept us going on.
And the recent World Travel Market in London couldn't have been better for Boniface. He did lots of networking at the annual event that brings together players in the travel and tourism sectors. Besides facilitating tours to East Africa, Jungle Dwellers also offers similar services to those wishing to visit the UK.
We do understand that we also have people back home who want to come and experience and visit the UK. And we have several tours that we offer to the UK, let's say visiting the Isle of Wight, visiting Scotland, and visiting Ireland. And also those who want to visit the city. We will help them to apply for the visa. We process their flight tickets. Basically, we do everything from head to toe.
Now, for one to be able to operate such a business in the UK, there are certain regulations that one has to adhere to. Among them is being tax compliant.
You cannot evade tax in UK. You have to be straightforward. You have to do the right things. If I give you a quote and I give you the itinerary that these are 7 days tour, these are 3 days tour to Kenya and Tanzania, this is what you pay for, this is what you expect, and you do not fulfill that, you're in trouble.
Although the old boy of Kirangari Secondary School has been flying high here in London, he has experienced a few challenges.
Tourism is more of traveling to a place that is peaceful. If you hear that there's a travel ban in Mombasa or somewhere else, people will not travel. So I would encourage our people to keep peace so that we are able to bring more clients, and this will generate income to the local people. COVID was a big hit. Remember, I registered in 2019, and then COVID came. We sat in for about 2 years. There are people who had paid for the holiday. They requested for refund. We had to give them.
So far, the son of Ruthigeti, Kiambu County, is pleased with what he has been able to accomplish given his rough start on arrival. The best part being able to give back to his motherland.
Always actually trying to encourage people to support us who we are in abroad, because eventually the pound that we make, the dollar that we make, we still bounce back to Mama Mboga. So that's still creating income for the local Mwananchi. We're happy that the new administration under the President, William Ruto, is giving a good eye to the Kenyans in diaspora. And we would encourage them to support the Kenyan-owned business which are abroad.
His parting shot is, always be prepared to fight for your dreams, no matter the circumstances.
Abroad is not easy. It's not easy. You need to come out very strongly and have that resilient heart to fight your way out. If you're a soft man, this is not the place for you.
How inspiring. Thank you, Alex, for that story from London. Time now for us to go on a break, but when we return, Alex Chamwada's healing experience at Lake Bogoria Spa Resort.
The spa pool, the water pulls in any toxic in your body.
Welcome back to the show. Today it's all about tourism and the hospitality sector. In the first part, we took you to London, and now on our back home segment, Alex Chamwadas shares his healing experience at Lake Bogoria Spa Resort.
It feels good. Good indeed to be accorded such a befitting welcome. Many thanks to two groups of dancers. Chams traditional dancers and Endoroi's traditional dancers. Fast forward, and what a picturesque view of the sunrise above Lake Bogoria. Lake Bogoria is less than 10 minutes drive from Lake Bogoria Spa and Resort. It is a high mountain lake in a volcanic region near the equator. Wow, here comes another sight to behold. An endless swarm of bright pink flamingos.
We have birds, more than 375 bird species, which flamingos actually is main dominant. We've been hosting quite a number of flamingos, up to a tune of around 2.5 million. And the world population of flamingos is around 3.5 million. So Bogoria has been hosting like 3/4 of the world flamingos population in the world. Currently, the population has slightly gone down because of the climate change issue, but we still have quite a good number of flamingos. An estimate of around between 300 to 400,000 are now available.
The deep saline and alkaline composition of the lake spurs the growth of blue-green algae, which provide food for immense flocks of flamingos.
Lake Natron in Tanzania is actually the main breeding place for the flamingos, simply because in Natron there is an island within the lake. So flamingos goes there because of the island and security. That is between March and April. And then now by May, June is when the chicks are mature enough to fly back to where they can get food for alkalinity. Yes, like Bogoria.
Great. So, if you are a bird watching enthusiast, this is the place to be. Wow, how about this? Nowhere else in Kenya will you find this. The geysers and hot springs of Lake Bogoria. Yes, this area features over 200 steaming volcanic springs. Most of these lie alongside the lake, but a few feed into the lake floor itself.
The eggs will take like how long?
Like 5 minutes it will be ready.
Yeah, 5 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the first dose of my experience while staying at the 32-year-old Lake Bogoria Spa Resort that is part of the Lake Bogoria group of hotels. The other sister facilities being Rift Valley Hills Resort that is located in Kabarnet Town and Kabarak Guest House in Nakuru. Lake Bogoria Spa Resort is known as the healing place because of the therapeutic values associated with the spa and its surroundings.
Lake Bogoria Spa Resort prides itself in the fact that it is at the center of the Great Rift Valley.
The resort is about 260 kilometers from Kenya's capital city, Nairobi, 125 kilometers from Nakuru town, 95 kilometers from the Equator crossing, and 20 kilometers from Marigat town. It sits on 117 acres of land.
The hotel has 115 employees who are on contract. About 68% of these employees come from the community, and the rest of them come from all over Kenya.
When it comes to accommodation, there is so much to choose from.
Either you like a standard room or you go for the cottage because of the view, or you can also go for the junior suites, which are more spacious and have a very good balcony. We have a very good grounds for camping, so we can host as many as 100 or even more. We have the bandas, which is themed to represent the Rift Valley communities.
By the way, imagine the feeling when you interact with a chef in the kitchen garden. Here at Lake Bogoria Spa Resort, it's quite normal, so that you know where the food you are consuming comes from.
Most of our food stuff are organic because we have our own farm that we plant our vegetables and fruits. And our clients normally enjoy themselves when they came here and realized that we are doing organic food in our kitchen.
Chef Madhai, who is an alumnus of Kenya Utalii College, says a lot of creativity goes into the preparation of meals served here.
Our signature dish here at Lake Bogoria Spa Resort is the juicy Bogoria goat, and it is found locally here. And most of our clientele, before even they check in, they normally call and clarify, do you still making our juicy goat the way we normally expect you people to do it?
This resort is also known for mwarubaini soup, which is made from boiled bones mixed with neem tree leaves. Mwarubaini is the Swahili name for neem tree. Your healing experience here would be incomplete without a taste of this soup, according to the food and beverage manager, George Otuoma.
I think we are the only hotel that currently serve herbal broth mwarubaini soup, which is very good because, the neem tree, it's believed that it can treat up to 40 different diseases. If you wrap that together with the natural heated purple that we have, then you leave the place fully healed.
This actually leads us into the pool. Let's plunge, and you'll be glad to know that the water in this pool is directed here from a hot spring. Remember, this area is known for natural hot springs.
This is the only unit in Kenya currently which has developed it for commercial and available for everyone for use. The spa pool temperatures rise between a minimum of 38 and sometimes it's got 42. It is well mineralized and it has been tested and proven to provide a lot of therapeutic or health benefits. Key of it is for the skin. I think if you look around ourselves, the employees, somehow we are glowing. It also has been proven to cure arthritis, and the water pulls in any toxic in your body.
This is what we are just watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. One of the smallest.
That one.
Yeah.
Bird watching is yet another memorable activity here. Great. Let me now shift my attention to Rift Valley Hills Resort.
The unique things about our meals is we have international and local cuisine, but we really encourage people to try our local cuisine. And we have the Koriema goat, which is a unique and it's our niche. The Koriema goat, we just get it from Koriema here. It is a unique thing that we serve. And then we also, being in the Rift Valley, we have Mursik.
Frequent clients here include business travelers, local tourists, and holiday makers.
In total, we have 60 rooms. We have two categories of rooms. We have a superior room, then we have standard rooms. The 60 rooms, they are so big, we can take as many as 96 double rooms. We have 5 conference halls that can accommodate from 200 to 15. The main hall, before COVID, could take 80 U-shape. Without the tables, can take up to 200. The halls are equipped with state-of-the-art equipments. And our main area is conferencing. We have state-of-the-art laundry machines.
Now, through Rift Valley Hills Resort, there is so much adventure one can experience around. As you drive down to Iten, this is what you can see. It's known as the SS Road. Further down, there is Cheploch Gorge, one of the magnificent gorge fronts on River Kerio along the Kabarnet-Iten Road. The gorge is known for high diving. The divers plunge into the 70-meter deep to make a living, and they are quite a sight to behold. Tourists, both local and international, who visit the site hardly resist making a stopover to watch the nerve-wracking dives.
Lazima ukuwe unajua kuswim because pale ndani ni shimo na ni very deep. So basic lazima ukuwe unajua kuswim because gravity iko, ukiruka inakufikisha chini. And then mambo na hiyo ku flip kwenda na kichwa, hizo cliff jumping nini hiyo pia ni tunaifanya kila siku. Tumekuwa tuna partner na Lake Bogoria Group of Hotels na wamekuwa wakituletea wageni wenye wanatukuja wanatusupport, wanatupatia support yenye inasaidia.
Our tour would be incomplete without a visit to Lake Baringo for some boat riding. And that's Baringo for you, a county with endless attractions. Many thanks to Lake Bogoria Spa Resort and Rift Valley Hills Resort.
Wow, what a magical experience for the crew. Thank you, Alex, for that story. And with that, we have come to the end of the show today. Remember, in the first part, we were able to feature Boniface Waweru, a tours and travel agent based in the UK. That is all we had for you. On behalf of the crew, we say thank you for watching and see you next time.